Hey guys, Ryan here from DrumStyles, and today we are doing a quick tip video on how to take proper care of your cymbals when you're playing them. So as most of you guys probably know, a common problem as a drummer is that when playing, your cymbals get cracks in them and they start to break, and when you start to get cracks in them, they pretty much only just get worse from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to mount your cymbal properly and also how to make proper hits on your cymbal when playing as well. Check it out. Alright, so as you guys can see, we've got the first setup of the cymbal here on the stand. We've got the cymbal laying completely flat. You've probably seen this quite a few times with a lot of live bands, a lot of professional bands. As cool as it looks, it's actually not very good for the cymbal. If you actually take your hand or your thumb and you put it on the edge of the cymbal, especially with thinner cymbals, you can actually see that it's pretty easy to bend the edge of the cymbal with just your thumb alone. So if you think about when you're taking your stick and you're hitting right on the edge of the cymbal and going right through it, what you're doing is actually you're putting a ton of stress right on the edge of the cymbal, and this is actually the biggest reason why crash cymbals or any cymbals end up cracking, is because you're putting a ton of stress right on the edge and crashing right through it. That's the reason for a lot of hairline fractures around the end that end up turning into really big breaks and cracks on the cymbal. So in the next scene, what we're going to show you is a different mounting technique and a different way of hitting the cymbal that is going to be a lot better and help you get a lot more life out of your cymbal. Alright, so as you guys can see, we've taken the cymbal here and we've just tilted it down slightly. You really don't need to do it that much to make a big difference. Basically what this is going to do is really cut down on the amount of stress that you're putting on the edge of the cymbal. So by having it tilted down slightly, when you're coming down on your crash, you actually want to be, and I'll use the ink on the cymbal here to give a bit of a line, but you actually want to be aiming a little bit into the cymbal, in past the edge there. So when I'm hitting my crash cymbal, for example, I want to use maybe the top quarter or top third of my stick and be aiming it for around where the ink starts here. So maybe an inch or two into the cymbal. And when I'm hitting it, I want to be coming down on the cymbal and not straight through. I almost want to be washing down the cymbal and sideways. And by doing this, what's going to happen is that you're not going to be going through the cymbal and putting a lot of stress on the edge. You'll get the full effect and the full proper sound of the cymbal, but without providing any stress or damage to the edge. And this is really going to add a lot of life to your cymbal and is going to make you a lot happier in the long run. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed our video on proper cymbal care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Make a major difference in the whatever kind of Mary Poppins